All right. Twitch was being funky, but I think we're good now. So let us get started. Bum. Okay. All right, cool. All right, we're here. Dang. All right. That took a while. Okay, so today we're going to be doing... It's like... Oops. It's getting loud. Okay, so today we're going to be doing like... it's more like just like a written sort of thing, but it's going to be in like drippy, like oily font. But for this shirt, I want it to be like a long sleeve. And then I'm going to cut from like inside of the wrist all the way up to like the elbow. And then just put in like a bunch of buttons. It'll make more sense like once it's done. But I'm hoping it will come out pretty cool. And I think... We'll probably end up putting it just like on a white shirt. And then everything will be done in black. Alright, so let's get started. So let's do that, and probably want to bring these guys up a little bit. And this is just to get like spacing and the feel for it. Okay. So the way that we're gonna do this is we're just gonna do the like the lasso tool, and that'll kind of like give us more of like a rough edge when it comes time to like fill it in. It's not gonna be like completely perfect or anything, and that's kind of like the look I'm going for. And then we're gonna do each letter on its own layer. Oh. We put 2 letters together. That's okay. I'll just pull that out here. Oop, what am I doing? Oop. I guess I should probably tell a story while I'm doing this. Let's see. So I just came back. Oh my goodness, I did not separate any of those letters. Okay, let me do that real quick. So I just came back from LA. I flew all the way from Utah to go to LA to go see a Japanese pop star named Ado. And it was so much fun. It was so worth it. Hey, come on now. And then, so like I get there and it was like at like the Peacock Theater. It's like big venue. It was big, but I expected bigger for, oh, hold on. Cut. Oh my god, what am I doing? I got lost. Okay, hold on. So get rid of those. Okay, so we've got a copy, cut, paste. Okay. But yeah, I expected the venue to be bigger for, you know, how big Ado is in Japan. But it was Ado's like first world tour, and man, it was such a good show. She did a cover of Stay With Me by Miki Matsubara. It was so damn good. I really hope that they release either like a studio version or they like pick like the best live version and like actually put it up on Spotify. But then I got to meet my friend Blue from my like Instagram group chat, and that was like the first time like meeting Blue ever. And it was super fun, like, because like we talk on Instagram like every day, so it wasn't like awkward or like weird or anything like that. So just like right off the bat, He's like, oh hey, like, yeah, we're definitely friends. So that was cool. Pretty much spent most of the show kind of just taking everything in. It was just like, it was kind of like an anime convention almost, which is pretty cool. I was not dressed for an anime convention, and neither was my friend, and so we kind of felt like a little bit out of place, but it was fine. And then afterwards we went to go get drinks like at the bar, and then it was just like, so I guess like last call in LA is like 2 a.m, but the bar that we were at decided to close at like 1 for some reason, and so we weren't done, and we're just like, well, hey, screw it, like let's just like walk down, 10 minutes down and go to this other bar. And we get there and they're like, oh yeah, we've already done like last call. So it's just like, dude, like what the hell? And it was like pouring down rain, and so we had to like, we tried doing scooters, but scooters were very difficult. So we couldn't do scooters the whole way. And so that was super fun. I mean, just like pouring down rain, trying to scoot down Los Angeles. But we ended up just like going to like a 7-Eleven or something, and we got some like tall cans, and we just like drank like in the in the alley behind 7-Eleven. We didn't get like Ubers until like 2 a.m, and I had to go back to like Burbank area to go back to my hotel, and then the next day I went with my other friend. He met me over at like the Fabric District, and so that was like super cool. Like I haven't been to the Fabric District in a long time, and when I did, I wasn't doing like the clothing company thing, and so it was really cool to see the Fabric District through, I guess, like different eyes, I guess, now that like I was like actually looking and like shopping for stuff. So it was pretty cool. But I got this like super nice, it's like a lace, and for one of my hoodies I just want to, because it has like print like on one side, like one sleeve, and then there's no print on the other sleeve, so I want to like take the sleeve that doesn't have print and replace that whole sleeve with just like lace. And I think that would be like super fucking cool. But I gotta figure out how to sew. I like just bought a sewing machine too, and I have like no idea like how to use it. And I keep telling myself like, yeah, just like we gotta watch a YouTube video, like we gotta figure this out. And I just haven't done it yet. I don't know why. I really need to get on it. So I think it would be cool too if I could figure out a way to like stream sewing. I'll have to like watch like another Twitch person to see if they do it, because I feel like I could put like my like webcam like on the sewing machine or something. Like I could like mount it and like bring my machine like right here. But I feel like you'd also need maybe like another camera, but I don't know, maybe it'd be cool just to have it there. Well, no, because I feel like you'd have to like switch, right? I'll figure it out. I'll have to look. Okay, so trace font goes away. Okay. So now at this point, we can kind of come in and like make some selections here, make some choices. So I don't know if I want like all the letters like touching. That's a bit much. But I do kind of want to just like mess them up a little bit. So we can kind of tilt that, maybe. Maybe not that much. And then maybe like shouldn't be longer than the rest, like taller. Oop, what have I done? Well, that feels weird too. Let's just go back. Okay, I think we can like connect the J with the U later. All right, let's see. So turn off auto select. I feel like wanna is like really kind of like way too low. And then we'll have to bring these two up. Well's kind of low too. Okay. Okay, so let's make a duplicate of all these. Or put those in a group and then duplicate that. And then... So I'm not opposed to the spacing, so let's just merge that down into one. And then I kind of want to hit it with like an eraser. But I don't want like a good eraser. It's like a straight circle. Oh, can I not use that as an eraser brush? This is something I gotta figure out. I'm actually gonna Google this. It's super frustrating. Like, cause I know like some brushes can be used as an eraser, but not all of them. Brush as eraser. Why no? You can use a brush as an eraser by temporarily turning it into one. The back tick. That's cool. I didn't know about that. So if I had some brush here, say something like that. If I hit the back tick, what the hell is a back tick? What? Okay, hold on. What the hell is a back tick? Oh, it's right there. Okay, so... No way. That's sweet. Okay, so say I made it like bigger. And back tick. That's super cool. And then you can just keep painting. Nifty. Back tick is the button right below escape, if you're watching this for tutorial purposes. Which you really shouldn't be at all. Alright, oh my god, you bitch. That's something else I want to figure out. Like, it drives me insane. Is like if you do like if you hold shift, you do brush to like make it 100% like vertical straight, and then you like go to do another one. For some reason, like Photoshop like connects those lines, so you gotta like draw the line, and then you gotta like put your pen down, and then draw it again. Otherwise, like it'll like try to connect them. It's so frustrating. As far as I like, I've looked it up before. I've tried to like Google it, and people are like, "Oh, it's just like a built-in feature, and there's no like way to like toggle it." Absolutely the worst feature ever. All right. Oh my God! Stop, dude. Yeah, so I just kind of want to like rough these up just a little bit here. Actually, you know what we could do? Since we're able to like do it like as an eraser, we probably actually just do. That's kind of cool. Cool. There was something else like I was like reading about. I can't remember where it's at. It was, let's see. There should be a way to do like a photocopy, apparently. But I don't know what it's under. I swear that there was like a photocopy. It might actually be if we go filter, like oil paint. That's not it. Let me look that up. Photoshop photocopy. Liquify. Oh, Liquify might be kind of cool. If we go, let's see, stylize. I know that we saw Liquify. Pixelate. What was it? Color halftone. Okay, I don't notice a difference on that. Dang, I know that we saw Liquify. There it is. Oh man, I've never used this before. Okay. They're like, oh, I do. Just kind of, that's kind of cool. Let's see. Let's try like a way lower pressure. Hey, there we go. What does density do? Oh, you can like keep dragging it out. Oh, that was way too much. Oh my god, please catch up. Okay, we might have broke everything. Hope. No, we're good. Okay, cool. We're back. Let's see. Face aware, load mesh, mask. Reconstruct. I think we're good for now. That's actually a lot. Why did that look like so different? Okay, let's try this again. What if we do a lot of pressure, but like a small brush? So I like want it to like come down like as far as I come down. That's gonna be a no. Alright, that's kind of cool. Is it just me? Like, does it look different when you like do the liquefy and then you like bring it out? I feel like it's like changing. Like it's like way more exaggerated. Like, what the hell, man? One more try. And we'll do like less. That's crazy looking. Okay. Okay, I'm actually gonna take a photo because I feel like it changes like super drastically. No, I guess not. All right. All right. I got something pulled up here on Google. So I'm just gonna follow this. Let's see. So image mode, grayscale. Don't need to do that. So filter, blur, Gaussian. Radius set to like 0.5. Image mode, bitmap. Let's see. Image mode. Can't do bitmap. Why can I not do bitmap? Oh my gosh. Okay. Photoshop. Bitmap grayed out. What did I do wrong? To convert, you can do like I have to do grayscale. So if I merge, discard. Okay. Then can I do bitmap? I can. Oh, that's gonna flatten all my layers. Oh my god, it already flattened all my layers. Can I just like put these somewhere else? Let's see. New. So if I don't like this and I get like too far into it, I will be upset. So we're just gonna sneak you over there. Okay. Cool. So now we can go mode, grayscale, merge, and then bitmap. Then set the mode to halftone screen. And we're gonna do frequency at 20. That changed nothing. Or I guess like a little bit. Okay. So can we get rid of all the white? We should be able to. Oh my god. Could not use because it does not work with bitmap. Are you kidding me? So then go back to grayscale. What? Oh my gosh. Delete. Okay. So it says finally do image mode RGB. So image mode RGB. We'll have to undo the thing we just did. Okay. Put that there. Solid color. White. And then apply Gaussian blur. So filter. What the hell? Alright, so filter, Gaussian. Oh, not. Oh, man, come on. Okay. Alright, so next we're gonna do brushes. We'll just add in some splats. Okay, okay. I am feeling this. Hey, come on now. Alpha Gamer. Hey, what's up, dude? I don't know if I know you or not. Are you new? Are you a new friend? I'm a new friend, dude. Hell yeah, let's go. How are you? How was your night? Are you doing well? As you can tell from the design, I hope that you're feeling well. Not really. How about you? Doing all right, I guess. I tried streaming yesterday. I was gonna like draw something else, and I got super frustrated, so I like deleted the VOD and deleted everything. But yeah, I've got a fashion show coming up in September, and so like I'm like super wigged out about that, trying to like come up with ideas. Do you want to talk about what's going on and like why you're not really feeling good as opposed to like doing well? If you're, of course, dude. Yeah, I don't know if you like found me through like Instagram or something like that, but like everything that I do, it's about like mental health and like mental or like suicide awareness and stuff like that. So yes, I am always 100% down to talk, especially about feelings. So yes, lay it on me. Let's see, that probably got started Monday. Remove me off Snap. Everything else she hasn't spoken to me since. Oh, buddy. I do feel you on that. That's terrible. One thing that I would say, given that whole mentality, I would guess that you and your girlfriend might be like younger and like afraid of like communication. But man, yeah, 2 years. Did you guys like recently like have a fight or anything like that? Or is this like completely like out of the blue? Completely out of the blue. Oh man. Okay, so do you want advice or do you want me to listen and you can keep talking? Both? Okay. So, let's see. Remove me off Snap and everything else and hasn't spoken to me since. I assume that you've like texted and called and it's just been like left on red and ignored, yeah? dude. That's such like a shitty thing to do to someone. I'm really sorry that you're going through that. That would fucking drive me over the wall too. I mean, I think at this point, I feel like you kind of have to look at it and just say like, okay, you deserve to be treated better than this. And if this person is going to treat you this poorly, like you don't deserve that, obviously. And like nobody like deserves this. Nobody should expect to be like, oh, this is just like my lot in life. This is just like how people are going to treat me, because this is bullshit. Like communication is such like a big deal, and people are just like losing the ability to like do so. But I think if you can start to look at it and just say like, no, this is crap and I'm not going to take crap. This is disrespectful. I'm not going to take disrespect from anybody, regardless of who you are in my life. I feel like that would be a little bit helpful. But I would say too, like with relationships, if they do end and when they end, you do kind of have this like moment of like mourning as if like someone had like passed away, right? And so I feel like, I think I've heard the general rule of thumb is it takes double the amount of time that you were together for you to like fully like get over that, right? And so it'd be like 4 years, and 4 years is a long time. But like, I don't know, after the first like 2 months is pretty much like you're good to go. So I would probably just chill. I wouldn't blow up their phone. I wouldn't chase after them. I wouldn't do any of that. And because it's one of those things, you're gonna look back on it in like 6 months and be like, wow, like I was over the edge. I was like on the deep end. But in regards to your last statement, I've definitely been there. I've definitely been not 100% there, but like the same idea, right? Because like I've had like depression like my whole life. And so it was like I was like 21 and I had been dating this girl for like 2 years. It was like high school sweetheart, and I thought everything was going well. Things were definitely not going well. Like for me in particular, like I had depression, but I didn't know that it was depression. And so like I would have these moments where I'm like really sad and like you just like lash out at people. So I was kind of a shithead. But like when we broke up, for me it was just like this like huge shock where it's like, oh my god, like I don't know like what to do with myself. And I ended up at some point, I don't remember when exactly, this whole time is kind of like a blur, but I remember that I had it in my head that I was gonna, you know, unalive myself. And I ended up driving to California from Las Vegas. So it was like a whole state over. And like I drove to LA. It's like an 8-hour drive. And I had these like plans that I was gonna like, I don't know, like jump off a bridge or something like that. And about halfway there, like 4 hours into this drive, I started thinking like, no, because like that idea of doing that is absolutely terrifying. And I don't think that there's anybody who like has that thought and they're just like, oh yeah, of course, like it's fucking terrifying, right? And so about halfway to California, I like stopped and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try to do something cool, you know, try to do something to like help me. So I stopped off at like a gas station or something. I bought like a notebook and some pens, and I had these like big plans that I would go like to the beach, or I would go to like public places in California and like essentially tell people like, hey, I'm going to do this. Do you have reasons for me not to? And I never did, but I went to like a mall in LA, and I remember like looking around and you just see like all these people that are like, they're just there with their friends or their girlfriends or something like that. And like in that moment I was like, damn dude, like I really don't want to like bother these people. And so I just kind of walked around the mall a little bit, and then I walked into a Zumiez, and I think about this all the time, and I think about this dude all the time. I feel so bad. So I walk into Zoomies, and it was like a 19-year-old kid, like summer job, whatever. And he was like, "Hey man, like, are you looking for anything? Like, can I help you? You know, just doing his job." And I told him, I was like, "Yeah, dude, I just drove here from Vegas. Like, I came here to kill myself." And he was like, "Oh." I was like, "Yeah. I guess I'm just like killing time or something." He was like, "Yeah. Yeah, okay." And I was like, "All right, dude." And I just fucking left. Like, I just walked out. I was so embarrassed. But I think about that dude at Zoomies all the fucking time. Because I know, you know, this is 10, 15 years ago, but like for that entire span of time, like this dude has been kicking himself in the ass. Like, fuck, dude, I should have said literally anything to this guy to like help stop him. So if I ever find that guy again, I'm going to apologize so much. I'm going to give that guy a hug. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've definitely been there. I don't know if I've got like a ton of like advice. Because, like, I feel like I didn't deal with it properly, right? So, okay, so you crashed your car into a phone pole. That's crazy, dude. Have you... Okay. So, you crashed your car last year. Looking on your life, because I don't know how old you are or anything like that, but I will say you crashing your car last year kind of, like, starts to paint this picture. Have you ever thought about like going to see like a therapist or like a psychiatrist or anything like that? 21. Okay, yeah. So 21, like that's exactly when I was going through my shit too. So like I'm 100% like same page. Keep wanting to put me on meds. Okay, give me 1 sec. Okay, so I don't want to like show my name, but I am on medication. So this is like my antidepressant. And then this is like another like antidepressant, I guess, to like help me go to sleep. So I got like officially diagnosed with depression when I was like 22 or 23. And I hated it. Like before going to the doctor, I was like, I did not want to like get that diagnosis like at all. I thought that like my life was going to be over. I thought I was going to be on like medication like for the rest of my life, and I was like broken. I was like fucked up, and I was just like so scared. And so I went to a psychiatrist at that time, and I thought that they were going to like read my diagnosis, and it was going to be like, "Wow, dude, like you're really fucked up. Like I don't know if we can like help you, you know." But doctor comes back and says, "Okay, like you have major depressive disorder." And like that moment, immediately, I had like a complete opposite effect. It was just like, oh my God, like there's a reason, you know, it's not just that my life is fucked up. Like, it's just that my brain gets kind of silly sometimes. And there's like entire college courses being taught to like help me, you know. And so I did medication and therapy for just like a couple months. I didn't need it forever, you know. And I was good for like 9-10 years. But last year I took a job which I thought was going to be like a really good job, and it ended up like just triggering my like depression, and I like immediately like fell off the cliff. And so I had to go back, and I've only been back on like medication since like November. But I will say this, like I don't feel any different. I don't feel like I'm on medication. My life is, you know, like everything about my life is the same. It's just I'm not depressed, right? Like I don't have those symptoms. And I mean, okay, so with me I can laugh and smile during the day, but at night I just feel so empty and numb. Bro, me too. That's depression. Like you have like you basically have a broken arm, you know? And like one of the big things that like I try to do like with like my clothing and just like everything that I do is I want to sort of like show people like, hey, like this isn't any different than like if you like fell off your skateboard and you like cracked your femur. Like of course you're gonna go to the doctor, you know. And so like having depression like is literally no different. So I would highly recommend like just go see a psychiatrist and see what they say. And like it's like an hour appointment and you get like a 30-day supply. You can try it out. Maybe it'll help, maybe it won't. But yeah, definitely because I felt that same exact way where it was like, well, you know, like during the day, like when I'm like with my friends and stuff, like I feel like I'm not depressed, you know. But like the moment the sun goes down, and this still even happens sometimes now, even while I'm on medication, is, you know, nighttime comes and it's just like, oh no, you know, like I'm alone. I'm just like, everything just kind of makes me sad, you know. Especially like Sunday nights. Like Sunday nights are the absolute worst. But I don't know if that's like normal, like for the general populace, right? And something else like I've noticed like with depression is I feel like you and we can talk and we can talk about these feelings, and you and I both would be like, yeah, dude, like that's exactly how I feel, you know, like we're literally on the same page. But when you talk to people that don't have depression, sometimes they're like, dude, what? Like, I don't have that at all, you know? And that's kind of like a big realization to be like, oh, like maybe there is actually like something like medically. And it's not just that my life is like fucked up and I'm just like the victim all the time, which is how I felt for a long time in my life. I feel that. I mean, dude, to be honest, like sometimes people are just shitty. But that's a reflection on them, not a reflection on you. Like I've met so many people that they've gone through like really like crappy relationships, and it's been like crappy relationship after crappy relationship, like boom, 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 boom. And eventually like these people, they get to a point where it's like, oh, like this is just what I deserve, you know? This is like just going to be what my life is, you know? And that's totally not true. Like there's a thing called like recycled thoughts, which I think is like super interesting. So recycled thoughts are thoughts that are not original. They're not like a thought that you came up with. It's just like a thought that someone kind of like imposed on you, and then you've just repeated it your whole life. And so you might have been like kindergarten, and you know, some other kindergartner would be like, dude, you got like a really big like nose. You could be like 35 years old and be like, yeah, dude, like my nose, like it's just really big. But it's like, if you go all the way back to like where that actually came from, it's like some fucking 6-year-old, you know? So I think when you do start feeling sad and depressed, or you start feeling situations like this, definitely like ask yourself, like, is this my own thought, or is this something that like someone told me? Because I mean, people will just say shitty things all the time, and they'll say shitty things like purposely to like hurt other people. So you can't like let those things like define who it is that you are, because that's totally incorrect. So, okay, she has the same problems as me, and I've tried doing everything to help. This is like a big fuck you to me. Okay. Okay. So I don't want to go like too much detail about my life. So the girl that I dated from like 19 to like 21 had body dysmorphia. And young me, you know, 19, 20, 21, I thought that I could love that out of them, right? I thought that if I just went above and beyond and I helped them and I said, you know, oh, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you know, if I just did that all the time, every day, that would fix this, mental issue that they're having. And man, it did not. And I learned that you absolutely cannot like love any sort of like disorder out of somebody. But yeah, I mean, stuff like that, like, it's super tough. Like, okay, so it's okay. I said I could do both. That's what I was thinking. Like, for me, it was like, dude, I just want to be like a tank, I was thinking I could love it out of her. Yeah. Yeah, but like, for me, like, I wanted to be a tank at that time because it was like, I'm already depressed. Like, I already hate myself. I'm already fucking sad. And so if you just give like your sadness to me, like, I'll hold it, I'll fucking bear that shit just so everyone else can be happy. And sometimes I do still kind of feel that way, and it's definitely not realistic. It's not healthy. It's not possible, but at that time I thought that it just give me all the shit. I'll fucking take it because I didn't give a fuck anyways. This is so interesting, though. I literally feel like I'm talking to myself from, like, 10 years ago. If I made it through, you're gonna make it through. Because I was real fucking on the edge, man. And now look at me. I'm bald. Who knew? I never thought that I was gonna make it to, like, 18. And so, the fact that I'm, like, in my 30s, and I have no hair, means I've won something. And that's usually how it goes, yeah. Because it's kind of like this, like the newness kind of like wears off, right? Where if you were this person that you have these thoughts, you have these feelings, or you are this person who, like, your whole life you've been said that you were ugly, and someone comes in and they say, oh my god, no, like, you're so gorgeous, like, I love everything about you. Yeah, dude, for a while that's gonna be like complete game changer, but like, that doesn't fix that forever, so yeah, that stuff does come back. And granted, I don't know 100% what her situation was, but they probably need therapy too. I feel like a lot of people need therapy, and a lot of people just are like afraid to do it. They don't want to be like, because it's kind of like being told that you're wrong in a way, right? I think that's how people perceive it. No one wants to like lose an argument, so no one wants to like go to the doctor and be like, yeah, you've got some stuff, But it's like so liberating when you like first hear it. You're just like, oh fuck, like, that's actually why. That's actually kind of cool. Hey man, it's okay to cry. Sometimes you gotta let it out. My therapist has been telling me, if you cry, it means that your body fucking needed to cry. So you're doing right. You're on the right track. Yes, right. So, okay, let me tell you a story from like, it's probably like in February. So there was a concert, and I sometimes do like a merch booth at these like concerts and stuff. And so at the end of the night, I had already packed up everything, and there was this guy, and the guy was like 35, 40, something around there. And he saw that I had like a pack of Zyn on the table, and he was out of Zyn, So we kind of like sneaks by and, hey man, what is it that you guys were selling, this, that, and the other. And I started telling him like, oh yeah, I sell shirts. It's about like mental health awareness, and a big part of it is like trying to get like men to feel comfortable to like talk about their emotions and stuff. And I was there with my friend who dressed as a clown, kind of feminine, whatever. And so this guy, once I said that, like, literally like came in close and started kind of like talking under his breath, kind of like whispering, and he was like, yeah, dude, like, as a man, like, it is really hard to like talk about your emotions. You know, like, I've got wife and kids, like, I can't let them down. And there's these, you know, you work for companies, and they say that you're, you know, they're on your team and they're on your side, but like, I don't want to go to HR and tell them that like I'm depressed because they're gonna like fire me. And you know, so I gotta like keep this like bottled up and stuff. And I told him, I was like, dude, no, like, you don't. Right? Like, you're telling me, like, you can tell anybody, you know. But for me, it was just the fact that like a grown man, as we're talking about how hard it is for men to talk about mental health, the fact that he like came in close and like talked to me about it as if it was a secret even then was like astonishing. Just to like see that play out in like real time. And dude, like, it's not true. It's not true. Here's another thing actually to think about is, you know, in terms of like we're parenting kids improperly, is for 18 years, your parents will always say, you got to be nice. You have to be nice. You have to share. You have to, you know, give way and just, you know, be 50-50. Like, you got to just be nice. You know, don't be an asshole. Don't be a jerk. Nothing like that. But the moment you turn 18 and you go out into the real world, then it's like, all right, dude, be a fucking alpha. Like, be an asshole. Go get yours. Fuck everyone else. Like, step on everyone's fucking shoulders. Like, fuck that. It's dog eat dog world. And like, you weren't trained for that. Like, your entire life up to that point was not being an asshole, you know. And I feel like the whole, you know, men not showing emotions is kind of similar to that, where I don't know what it is about like parents. I feel like millennial parents are going to not be that way, but I don't know, like our generation and your generation is the parenting I think is a little bit different, you know, boys don't cry, that type of shit. It is really frustrating though. I remember when I would cry, I would just get so fucking pissed off at myself, like, dude, why the fuck are you crying? You're just like, dude, stop, like, suck them back in. But I don't know, like, crying is like astonishingly healthy. 10 out of 10 do recommend. One thing that I would say, like, that is helpful to me, I'm a big person, like a big, like, escapism person. And so, like, for me, for a long time, like, I was just, like, playing, like, just a crap ton of video games. And, because I was using it to, like, kind of, like, escape how, like, crazy and, like, hectic my life was, like, at home. And, so recently, probably, like, 2 or 3 months ago, I just went through Disney Plus, and I just went through like the entire like Harry Potter, or no, HBO, all the Harry Potter movies. It's like 8 fucking movies. Like, get some popcorn and just like really like let yourself go to Hogwarts, you know, because it's like there's a good lot of hours when you do like a Harry Potter like marathon. Lord of the Rings is good too, all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, I feel that, dude. And like sometimes you kind of do have to do like this whole like social like reset. The other thing too, I don't necessarily recommend this, but this is like a part of depression, is of it. Like, for me, it's always gotten to this point of like, okay, I don't care what the fuck you do. The only expectation I have of myself is go to work, come home. I don't care if you go straight to fucking bed. You know, just make it through those 8 hours so you can pay the bills. Nothing else matters, and you gotta kind of like allow yourself that, right? Yeah. So drinking is such a slippery slope. Like, I grew up in Las Vegas, and I remember, because like I smoke cigarettes, so I would go to the gas station like every day to go get like a pack of smokes. But I would be at the gas station sometimes at like 6 in the morning, sometimes at like 5 p.m. And I remember like vividly, I remember this fucking dude. It was like 6:30 in the morning. I go in to get my pack of smokes, and this guy comes up like a big gulp, and he gets those 2 little like airplane like shot glasses of like whiskey. bump, bump, dumps it in his like big gulp, out to his truck, drives his ass to work. And I saw that dude every fucking morning at 6:30 in the morning for fucking months. Same thing, just bop bop, 2 shots of whiskey, boom, on the highway. Fucking unreal. And then the other thing, 5 p.m., like, there would be a line at the gas station, probably like 4 people deep, of just like those like 3 Steel Reserve, like tall boys, or like the big like Budweisers, like 25 ounce each, every single night, every single day. And I mean, for me at that point, it was just like, holy shit, like I never want to be the person that like drinks at home. I'll drink socially, and during that time I was drinking a lot, but I was drinking at the bar. And I don't know if that was like a ton better, but I think if you like open the door to like having alcohol in the house, that's where like it starts to get like real like slippery slope. This may not be Twitch appropriate, but I would highly recommend smoking weed instead. And I don't even smoke weed. I used to, but like for me, like if I had to have a choice between like being on the highway with like a really drunk driver or like a really high driver, oh dude, I want to be next to the high guy for sure. Drunk dude's gonna like run me off the road. It's so insane that alcohol's legal and like weed's not in most places. Yeah, that is true. Yeah. So they have made alcohol be like unbelievably cheap. Do edibles. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I had like a really bad like trip when I was like 18. And I've just like never ever been able to like smoke weed since. I can't do edibles, I can't do anything. When it just sneaks up on you. It's like a little happy little surprise. Man, I think it might have been like the first time I did edibles. I can't remember. That looks like shit. I was in Sacramento to go to like Aftershock. I was gonna go see Tool, and my girlfriend bought the tickets and stuff at the time, and her family was like, "Hey, like we got you this like pot brownie in case you guys want it, whatever." And so we ended up doing it in the hotel. So we split it first into like 4 pieces, and just took like a quarter. And I didn't know anything about edibles, and neither did she. And so after like an hour, I was like, dude, like I'm not feeling anything. Like I don't think this is working. We should take the other half, And I said, it's either going to go one of 2 ways. Like we're going to feel the first one like immediately after, and then we're just fucked. Or, it'll be another like 20, 30 minutes, and then we'll start to feel it, So we take the second part, and like 4 minutes later, like the first one kicks in. I'm just like, oh fuck, dude. And oh my god, I just had like the worst fucking experience. Like I was like dry heaving like in the toilet, and then I was like going through like the tunnel of like my entire life, like past, present, and the future. Like I saw myself doing like all the, like growing old. And then I don't know, I just like went through this like white light, and it came back out. I'm like, oh my god, just holy fuck, and I get off the toilet, and I'm like hugging my girlfriend at the time, like on my knees, and for some reason like the entire like hotel turned into like my childhood home. And I looked at her, I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, how did you get here? Oh my god, it was so fucking dog shit. Yeah, man, tell me your first story. 100%. Let's do that. was 18. My friends at the time went night fishing. Night fishing? What the fuck? Didn't know I was supposed to eat half. Oh my god, dude. You ate 7. Holy shit, dude. Let's fucking go, dude. God, night fishing on 7 fucking edibles, dude, just middle of nowhere. Oh my god. Oh, I thought my friend. Just, fuck. So the layout of where was at a dam. So the layout of where we were was at a dam. Okay. Oh, dude, that's so crazy. Dude, dams are like so sketch. If you like get too close, they like suck you in. Whew. This car drove by, then looped around. I swear I saw the car driving in the middle of the trees. Where the trees, there was nothing but water. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, fuck that. I got a story about cars looping around when you're done with yours. Jesus. Dude, I fucking bet, man. 7 edibles and you're supposed to take half of one is crazy. Okay, so I grew up in Las Vegas, and obviously Las Vegas has a very long history of mobs and crime. So, outside of Vegas, actually, I will pull up a map. Google Maps, and I will point exactly where this happened. So this would have been, I think after like I turned 21, and like a lot of my friends like were 20, and so oh fuck, dude, aliens, man. And so we would go out on this road right here. Let me back it up. So you got like all of Las Vegas here, and then you have this like weird like loop, and this goes out until it like loops back into like the south part of town. And so kind of like, I guess like let's drop ourselves kind of where that road looks like. So this is like leaving Vegas, I think. What just put me on the thing? Okay, yeah. So yeah, this is just the road, right? And it just fucking goes for fucking like 25 miles and just fucking loops back in. But what we would do is, like, there was like a gas station, like last fucking stop before you left. There's this gas station, and so we go and we get 24 case of beer or something like that. And we had like a SUV that we'd fucking go out in, and we'd come all the way out, and we would go. I think it was like around over here. There was like, it was just weird. It was this place called like Calico, and there was probably like 20 houses, and it's just middle of fucking nowhere. And so we would go out there, and there's like a roundabout, and then a trail that like goes out to the mountains. And so we would just park there at like midnight. No one else is fucking around, and crack open the beers, and we just have fucking car beers for 2 or 3 hours, and then drive back home. And so we were out there one night, and we had like our car, and then we had a car of like a couple girls. And so we're just out there, we're just chilling, and like halfway through, this fucking car like drives up, headlights, all that shit. They come up and like park like right fucking behind us, and we're just like, oh shit, dude, like, is that the fucking cops? Like, put that shit away, And turns off the lights, sits there for a little bit, and then just fucking goes, So obviously, like, all of us were fucking freaked out at this point, so we call it early, and we end up going, and then the girls, I think, were behind us. It was something like that. I think, well, the girls might have been in front of us. Something, whatever it was. So we start heading back into town, and we're kind of like coming down this road here. And I think right around here, the car that had pulled up throws something out the window. And, so like our cars, like, we didn't see it. We're just keep going. But the girls, they saw it. And so they like went a little ways, kind of like stopped, pulled off to the side, turned around and went back because they wanted to see what this dude fucking threw out of the car. I shit you not, dude. And I don't know the validity. They could have been fucking with us, but I do believe this story 100%. They said that they went back to see what this, blacked out car or whatever, like, threw out the window. And it was 2 fucking hands. Just 2 fucking dude hands. Like, cut off at the wrist. Just fucking threw it on the side of the fucking road. And so we never went back. We never did that again. But like I believe it just because of like what Las Vegas is. And I lived there for like 19 years. Like, I've seen fucking everything. And that's pretty par for the course. Like, that's not surprising at all. Trying to hide a buddy. I'm fucking either that or trying to teach a goddamn lesson, dude. Fuck. That's just so crazy. Yeah, it's one of my like favorite stories. Fucking hands on the side of the goddamn road. Oh, sweet. Thanks, man. I'm still, like, new to, like, Twitch, so I don't know about, like, notifications. They, like, come in and I don't hear them. I will say this, though. So, on Instagram, if you're interested, if you go to my Instagram, I think there's, like, a link down below. We have a, like, group chat. And it's mainly just, like, memes and bullshit. But the group chat's like super nice. Like, we're all kind of here for the same reason. And so if you ever like want to like vent, whenever like someone vents in the group chat, like everyone fucking like, it's all like all hands on deck. And so it's super nice, and it's open to anybody. So if you want to like join, that'd be cool. I'd be down, but it's on you, whatever you want to do. Sweet. I appreciate it. Yeah, so I think it's like highlight, like on the top of my Instagram. You can see all the other like weird shit that I make. Oh man, I haven't saved this once the entire time that we've been doing this. Oh, I'm so bad at that. Hmm. Oop. I feel like I've got Nightbot. No, I got Botrix. And I didn't like Botrix. Where do you get Nightbot from? Is that Stream Elements or is that something different? Different, yeah. I'll have to look into it. I'll be a top tier grade A streamer in one day, like 7 months from now, 7 years from now. Okay, let's see if we export this. Oop. Close your eyes. Don't look at those. That is photo edits of my friend. Let's go to place it. All right, let's do like lawn sleeve shirt. Not shit. Yeah, that totally works. I've got notifications turned off, but I'll definitely see it. Jesus. That's actually kind of lit. So, my idea for this design I genuinely don't know if like this is gonna go up for sale. But so for the fashion show, like at first, okay, the whole fashion show thing was like insane. I like applied like on a whim, thinking like nothing was gonna come of it. I thought it was gonna be like a small like local design, you know, like 50 people, that sort of shit. And so I had like a Zoom interview with like the two people that like own the company that's like putting it on. The fucking first dude comes on, he was like, yeah, I was on Project Runway, like season 17. I'm like, oh fuck, like what the hell? And so I'm gonna be doing like a full on like 10 design like runway with like, they've like hired like 200 models, like it's this whole thing. There's like 500 people gonna be at the show, way over my head. And because like I just draw cartoons, like I don't do anything, right? It's not even no, it's not like a competition. It's just like a showcase, a battle of the fucking bands for designers. So at first I was like, well shit, like I just make cartoons, like what am I, the fuck am I gonna do? And so like as time's gone on, like I've been doing like research into like what fashion shows are and all that stuff. And so what I want to do with this is I want it to be a long sleeve, but I'm gonna cut like the inside of the wrist all the way up to the elbow. I might do like another like bigger piece of fabric just to kind of like flare it out a little bit more. And then I'm going to do like I don't know, like 50 buttons down both sides, like just super like frantic, you know. And I'm gonna do the buttonholes in like red thread because it looks like cut scars. And so you're gonna have like buttons of like all these different sizes and shapes and whatnot, and then you're gonna have like tons of, you know, cut scar, you know, buttonholes. And then I'm gonna probably not button them up and just kind of like let them kind of like flow. And I think that's pretty sick because I feel like they're gonna come out and people are gonna look at it and be like, oh, like really, like just like a font, you know, that's super boring. And then they're gonna see all the fucking like cut marks down the side, and two, like it's like inside the wrist. And so I'm hoping that like it's not super flashy. It's something you kind of have to like look for. And I think that's gonna be so fucking gnarly. You got mine tattooed over? Yeah. Yeah, I was never big on cutting for some reason. I remember like I had tried and I was like, dude, this fucking sucks. Like this hurts. I don't want to fucking do this no more. And I just never really got into it. But it is crazy like now as an adult, like meeting people and seeing just like crazy like scars and stuff. And I think too, like especially like for women, it's usually like on their like upper thighs, so like you can't see them normally unless you're like close, you know, intimately close, and you're just like, oh shit, like there's a lot more going on than I thought, you know, like do you want to talk about it? Like what's going on, you know? But yeah, I think that'll be cool. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Don't need to save that. But I super appreciate you being here. Like, that was so sick. I'm glad that we got to talk, and I'll turn my notifications back on my phone, and I'll add you to the group chat. But yeah, super appreciate it. I'm glad you're here, man. I'll see you soon. Peace.